De Ligt to Manchester United off Sanderberg latest AMRABAT offers and a shock return. So that's the latest we're going to be talking about in this video. So let's get straight into it. So Manchester United target Matthias de Ligt is being investigated for a hit and run in his £63,000 Audi near the Bayern Munich training ground and could face prison if found guilty. I mean, again, it seems like Manchester United can't catch a break, and this would ultimately seem that this Bayern Munich and the Manchester United de Ligt deal was off. That's probably why the report yesterday that Bayern Munich could not be selling or not be signing Tar from Bayer Leverkusen, and they will be keeping Matthias de Ligt. So that deal is off. Now it's very, very interesting to see if Manchester United will still sign him. I mean, if this is lurking around de Ligt, I wouldn't go anywhere near signing him. We can't do anything like this again, and that's probably why anything hasn't really accelerated with that deal. Manchester United target Matthias de Ligt is reportedly being investigated by German police on suspicion of a hit and run. The centre-back, according to Bill, the 24-year-old is said to have rammed a parked car close to the Audi club's training ground. Listen, this is not what you want to hear around de Ligt. Said if convicted, you could face up to 3 years in prison or a fine. Fines are often imposed when people are convicted of such crimes. Listen, I think we need to go find someone else. I don't think we can get de Ligt after this. I think this kind of puts the end to that deal now. I think Manchester United need to go and explore other options. I think with de Ligt, that kind of ends the kind of defeat on that. I think Manchester United cannot go anywhere and cannot extend to sign Matthias de Ligt anymore. I think the reports that have been out are quite serious. And that's why Bayern have chosen against signing Jonathan Tah this summer. And it probably does all kind of make sense while we were getting those reports yesterday. So it does kind of make a lot of sense. I think with Manchester United, we know we can't have anything like this again. So who do we pursue now? I mean, do we go for Jared Branthwaite? So kind of that deal's off. It is very, very limited on the centre-backs that we can sign. And we haven't got long to kind of make a decision on who we want to sign. We've got a week today until Manchester United's game against Fulham, and we haven't signed a centre-back, and that is a huge worry, something that Manchester United need to kind of solve quickly before we move on. I think a centre-back should be the priority signing. I mean, we need to get one in ASAP with Euro being out injured, with all the injuries we had. Ahead of this game against Man City, we can't afford to bring and have any other centre-backs out injured. So let's see what happens with that. But so far, I would kind of say the de Ligt deal is on stall for now. But let's see what happens with that. I think de Ligt is a very, very good player. He does have some good qualities. But if he's going on with these trials and fines and all this imprisonment stuff, we can't really afford to go ahead with this deal. So let's see what happens with that. As I said, we need to pursue another centre-back quickly. Now, the next thing I wanted to discuss is AMRABAT. Manchester United target AMRABAT has regressed from Fenerbahce and Galatasaray. At the moment, the offer to Fiorentina is not sufficient. So listen, AMRABAT getting other offers. I mean, he was pictured with United kits. He's been training in his Manchester United shorts. Like, he is kind of doing stuff slowly. I think he wants to move to Manchester United, if I'm honest with you. And I think other midfielders now, AMRABAT probably does look likely. I mean, Sanderberg talks continue. Manchester United, seeing there are official talks going on between Sanderberg and agents. I think that could be a deal that does happen. But on the AMRABAT situation, I mean, the quality of clubs chasing AMRABAT are not really that big, to be honest with you. No disrespect, kind of. To the clubs interested in him, but I just don't see why not other clubs. I mean, when we were going to sign him last season, there were other clubs interested in him. This season, doesn't seem like there's many interested in him. So what could that say about his quality, really? I mean, listen, there's no doubt he's a decent player, and Manchester United would need him in the midfield with our current status that we do have. But this is not me saying by any stretch he's a fantastic player. He's okay. I think we can get better than him. I think he's better than Sanderberg. I think what he offers is way more. But for me, I would actually go and sign AMRABAT. I think we need him anyway, but our midfield is really, really thin. Ideally, we need two doesn't look like we are going to get 2 in. So let's see what happens with the midfield situation. Last thing I'm going to discuss is Harry Mass. He's someone who's set to be involved in that Manchester United game against Manchester City and probably start. I mean, it's a big game for him to kind of be thrown into. He has played well in pre-season. He probably will deserve a start. It'd be a nice test for him to get some more minutes. So let's see what happens with that. Latest Manchester United news. Thanks for watching. Peace.